I'm here at Driving Dynamics at the world-class Gerotech testing facility. You might recognize it from last season when we gave away all those awesome advanced driving courses. Now you're probably thinking, why is Waras at an advanced driving course? He's the best driver in the world. That's what I was thinking. Grant, how's it?
Hey Yorick,
You know me, frolicking around.
been told you know a lot about driving.
You've been told right. You see, the thing is, my colleagues Lunga and Yanis feel like they had to go on advanced driving courses, and I've never had to do it because I've just always been awesome. But today, Grant McCleary from Driving Dynamics is going to make me even awesomer.
Hi, my name's Grant McCleary from Driving Dynamics, and we here at Gerotech to make Warwick awesomer. If the majority of our people actually had to experience a module like this, they would reduce the fatality rate by a lot. There's no doubt about it. And that's what driver training is all about. Putting people into situations on a skid pan and actually practicing driving procedures that the K53 licensing system doesn't actually teach you.
So Grant, is it even possible to make an already awesome driver even awesomer?
Well, there's always room for improvement. Where there's a lot of room, there's always a lot of improvement.
Is that like a Spider-Man reference? Okay, winning. Ready to go, boss?
Is that it?
This is it.
Let's start off with getting rid of the gangster look.
Okay.
So you can keep the cap on.
Oh. Okay, why is this wrong?
Okay, to optimize your drive, you need to optimize your driving position. It's critical that you sit and hold the steering wheel correctly. So the first thing you do when you get into any car,
Okay.
you depress the clutch so your leg is too far, it's too extended. So you want to have a slight bend to your leg.
So move your seat forward.
A little bit forward. Next thing you want to do is hold the steering wheel, the 10 to 2 position. You adjust the backrest, put your arms at a 45-degree angle.
So no leaning back.
No leaning back.
Feel a bit low.
A little bit low, go a little bit up in your seat. You want to be able to look over the steering wheel. You don't want to look into the instrument cluster. Seatbelt, absolutely critical.
Probably too cool for the safe belt.
And then the final thing we want to do is adjust our mirrors. So we're going to start the morning off with a very simple braking procedure called emergency braking in a straight line. Yeah, full force. Both hands on the wheel. Second gear. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Okay, clutch in now and brake as hard as you can. Yeah,
Feel that vibration.
feel that. That's the big thing about ABS. So it stands for anti-locking braking system. We in the driver training business call it allows you to brake and steer. You brake and you can steer the vehicle at the same time. So it'll be first gear, second gear. Both hands on the wheel. You're going to go onto the brakes. There's a gap in the right. Okay. Onto the brakes and turn. So, excellent. Excellent. Excellent.
Missed all the
Yeah, superstar, superstar. Get both hands on your wheel so you knew where your two front wheels are pointing so that you could come back to the straight position. If you had used one hand or fed through, you wouldn't be able to know where your two front wheels were pointing.
Yes. Which would obviously create
Only
a
thing
side.
you've got to not do is lean. Okay, you're not on a motorbike. At the beacons, clutch in, jump on the brakes, as hard as you can and steer. Once again, you were still leaning. So let's do that one more time without the leaning. Onto the brakes, hard and turn. That's better, much better, excellent. Yeah, I'm going to induce oversteer for you. So what I'm going to do is you're going to turn onto the skid pan and I'm going to just engage the handbrake slightly just to get the back end around from you. And I want you to catch the vehicle. Go a little bit faster. Don't go for the brakes.
Okay.
Turn, 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 turn. You must turn faster.
This way.
You must turn towards me.
Okay.
Okay. That's nice. You're turning into it.
Here we go.
Turn, 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 turn. Yes, nice, nice. Very good. Nice, 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 nice. Excellent. Excellent. Excellent drive. So it's all in the throttle hand position.
I see.
And feeling the car through what we call the seat of your pen. So as you feel the car starting to go sideways, you then want to come off the accelerator gently and start to turn into the actual slide.
But stay off the brakes.
Stay off the brakes. We're going to move our way up to the dynamic ride and handling track, which is very much a racing test track where we're going to be doing cornering techniques, how to approach a corner, how to use the correct gear for corners, how to use the steering techniques that we just taught him, how to use the brakes, and how to position your car on the correct side of the road. Get into a rhythm. That's the biggest thing. The rhythm between you and the car. Find the balance of the car. Start off nice and gently. Both hands on the wheel. Use all the road. Look what you've done to your hands. You're leaning too far forward on your steering. Sit back in your seat. You're not using all the road. With your hands. Slowly in, going too fast. Slowly in. And you're not looking around the corner. Back to third. Slowly. You're too jerky. Relax. Brake to slow gears to go.
Oh, I see. So before you gear down, you brake.
Once you turn into the corner, you must have let the brakes go, you must let the clutch go, be in the correct gear. The car's going quickest when the wheels are pointing straight.
True.
The minute you're turning a wheel, you're creating drag. Yeah. Use all the road coming out. That's much better. I'll put the brakes back to second. Your hands are getting better. Use all the road coming out. Much better. Major improvement.
Also picks up speed very, very quickly.
Much better. Speeding a lot better.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't bad for my first time out in the track. What do you think?
I thought it was very good myself. Just a couple of areas, I'd say a little bit more, less aggressive on the steering.
Okay.
Look more around the corners.
It's that gangster thing, I think.
And also the, just using more of the road. Cars are always going quicker when the wheels are pointing in a straight line, but we're not finished yet. Now we're going to go do some off-road driving testing.
Off-road in an OPC.
Now in this, the new Isuzu double cab 4x4.
How did we get up here?
The traction control system and the rear differential lock. These are systems that have been designed and put into the modern day four-wheel drive vehicle to aid the driver. A differential on a vehicle is designed for two things: to distribute the power from the engine to the wheels, and also the main importance of it, it allows you to turn the vehicle. We're going to get ourselves in a situation called a wheel articulation where we lose traction on one or two wheels. Going to first gear,
Okay.
you let the clutch out. Let's see how far we can actually go until we start the wheels.
I see.
Now you can feel something starting to happen there. So we're going very far. Going a lot further than a lot of cars will go.
Hold the steering in the straight
Keep it
position.
in straight position. There we go.
There
Okay.
we go.
Foot on the clutch. Stop the wheels turning. So what we're going to do now is we're going to engage the rear differential lock on the right hand side of the steering wheel.
Right.
Push it once. Now what you're doing is you're locking the rear differential so that both the wheels, even the one that's in the air, is getting the same amount of power as the one on the ground. Because previously it wasn't getting no power, the one on the ground.
Yes.
All the power was going out through the one in the air. Okay. Now what you do is let the clutch out nice and gently, 1/7 of a revolution. And off we go. At the end of the day, we're looking for one thing: rhythm, working together with the vehicle. So when we approach a decline, very important to have control, because a vehicle can get out of control very, very quickly. In this case, we're going to be going down a very steep decline. We need to ensure that we're in the correct ratio. The first common mistake a beginner makes is panic, go for the clutch, which puts the vehicle into a freewheel mode, and then hit the brakes. You're going to let the clutch go very gently. Okay, I want both your feet on the floor now. Both feet on the floor. Get rid of the clutch. Get rid of the clutch.
Completely.
Yes, get rid of the clutch. Okay, both feet on the floor. Sit back in your seat. Are your insurance policies all in order?
All in order. Why are we not braking?
Okay, you don't brake. We're going to use the compression going down. See, now you've got full control. If you had to go for the clutch or go for the brakes and increase our speed, it would be out of control. See how controlled that was?
Ah, okay. It's a little bit scary because I was like...
And it's something that the normal customer that we have or individual here is not used to. The first thing I want to do is go for clutch or go for brake.
Yes, because I thought it would stall if I pulled the clutch completely out because my feet are completely
So one of the secrets in our Isuzu, in 4-low, it can go along at a crawling pace, which is what you want to negotiate obstacles. A lot of times, drivers get themselves into trouble going up a hill. where they get into a wheel spin situation, they lose all the momentum, and then again the panic mode. Either they go for the brakes or the clutch, or they try accelerate too hard, which creates wheel spin. So we're going to teach him the correct ascending technique on a 37-degree incline, which is pretty steep. You're sitting in your seat and you're going up a hill, it tends to push you backwards with the centrifugal force, and you go further away from the steering wheel. Then what people do is they pull themselves up onto the steering wheel and they battle to turn the steering wheel. So we want to be in first gear, let the handbrake down. We are checked, yes, we're in 4 low.
Yes, we are.
Okay, and it's all about momentum. Okay,
So
let the
straight.
clutch out, foot away from the clutch, and here again,
Completely.
no more clutch. Sit back in your seat, and all you do is you gently accelerate, keep the vehicle in a straight line. There we go, sit back in your seat.
Very steep.
It's 35 degrees. And
It doesn't
the most
sound
important
like
thing is
much,
not to
but-
back off before you get to the top hill, or not to, as I say, ramp at the top. Well done, that was excellent driving. And that was
And
well
ease
done.
off.
Right to the top.
Spot on.
Easy, eh?
Yeah, I'm a boss, bro.
No, you're the king.
I think I got a king teacher.
You're the king, you're the king, you're the king.
You
Well,
sound like you can do this in your
well driven then. The
Thank
vehicle
you
also
very
makes
much.
it easy.
Now you can tell the nation what an amazing driver I am.
You got your wallet on you?
I left me behind.
Oh, okay. I think you did a fantastic job. For the first time being a Gerotech, well done.
I must agree. And just tell them how much better I am than Lunga.
A lot better.
It's good that I get.
Look, I'd say Warri's he's a lot better driver than Lunga and Janice. I haven't met Lunga, but I've met Janice.
Doesn't
and,
know you've met me.
I thought I was going to get a leopard.
Hey, put that away. It's for diesel.